Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jonathan John, and if this is your first time watching me, I do talk about spirituality content, talk about current events going on, and I just talk about poppin' topics. So if that does interest you, please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and comment, and please make sure you subscribe, and let's get right into this video. So as you've already read in the title below, this video is going to be a little bit about how reality TV has affected my life. Mostly negatively. It did have some little good moments here and there, but 9 times out of 10, it was affecting my life negatively, and I really shouldn't have been digesting that kind of material at that age. So as you've already read by the title, today's video is going to be about how reality TV has impacted me in my life. So, I was an avid reality TV watcher. I literally can recall all of the reality TV I watched. If you would like to know, I watched Bad Girls Club. I watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Love and Hip Hop New York. I just started watching towards the end. I didn't really like New York like that. I watched Basketball Wives LA, Jersey Shore, I remember, and so many more. I mean, there's Real Housewives, and there's a lot of other shows. I remember T and Tamira. There's a lot more, but you know, while a lot of those reality TV shows had a lot of good, there was also a lot of bad with them. And I can distinctly remember watching Bad Girls Club, and I can remember it being in its prime, and like when they would go on social media and they would do specials where they would show the tweets on the episodes, and the people were just always so nasty and so negative towards the girls that they didn't like just because they felt like they liked another girl. For example, if one girl was fighting another girl, one girl being Julie and the other one being Rima, if you liked Rima because she was prettier than all the people who didn't like Julie were calling her all kind of dogs, bitches, uglies, rats. She's fat, she's this, she's that, and the third. And it's just so toxic because it's like, so because you don't like a few attributes that this woman carries, you're gonna bash her because you like the other woman. And it's always was a little weird to me, and it didn't make any sense. So that was strike one for me with social media. Strike two with me was when I would notice that I would start to pick up a lot of the attributes and a lot of the personalities that a lot of the people on these reality TV shows would carry. And a lot of them, they would just love excessive drama. They would love throwing drinks. They would love being hoes. They would love bragging about having several different baby mothers. They would just always brag about how they know how to fight and how they can keep a man, how they can take care of a man. And I remember I was always finding myself growing up in the middle of middle school. I would find myself trying to embody being this cold-hearted, take nothing, always got something slick to say, and just always standing in my ground kind of person. And you know, I was never really like that. I just always, because I saw people on reality TV in their pedestals doing good, I always associated their personality with success. And I know it's stupid, I know you shouldn't do that, but I don't think that older adults or young adults really realize the effect that reality TV and also social media has on the subconscious minds of our youth. And it really does take a lot out of our youth when they do watch these training shows, because you know, they see these people doing so well. At least that's what they think. You know, they have all this type of money. They can do whatever they want to do. They can go wherever they want to go, and nobody's going to tell them otherwise. When you see somebody living that type of lifestyle, you start to associate that lifestyle with success. And you start to think that you need to do these things in order to get to a higher level, or you need to start treating people like this in order to get where you need to go. And in reality, it's not like that. And it's also funny that in reality TV, it's not even reality. You know how not middle school, you know, elementary school, and they taught you the difference between fact and fiction, or fiction and nonfiction. It's literally that. Like, reality TV is not real. Reality TV most of the time is scripted and it's very exaggerated. And you have to realize that after like 2 seasons, maybe even 1, a lot of people start to exaggerate on certain things just so that the show can get more views. I can even remember on Bad Girls Club when people were getting lied to by the producers, saying that one of the girls had threw one of the other girls' clothes out, and the whole time it was the producers would never say anything. Or if the producers were feeling spicy, they would say shit in one girl's ear so the other girl can go out and do some other shit that would be great footage. It's like putting a bug in somebody's ear and flipping it. And it's just really toxic. And, you know, you start to pick up on little stuff like that. You know, you take it to school, you take it to home, you take it to your peers, your friends, your parents, you know, family, you take it wherever, because you start to associate these people's personalities with how you're supposed to react if you want to go somewhere, or you start to feel like you need to treat people a certain kind of way in order to get what you want, or you have to be a cold-hearted bitch so nobody can take you down or nobody can hurt your feelings, or you have to be this money-hungry pig to get all these to get all these women, you know, or you have to be a girl with the biggest boobs and the biggest butt and the flattest stomach just to get all the men. And you know, it's very toxic, and it's just really disgusting because it just puts out these negative connotations with being on reality TV, because not all reality TV has to be about that. I'm speaking on the reality TV that I experienced. I've seen shows on reality TV that aren't about that. There are shows now about like love and finding relationships and going on blind dates and, you know, meeting new people. You know, there's all kinds of shows, different strokes for different folks. But the reality TV that I grew up watching specifically, it was always just so negative, and it was always about doing what can I do next that's bigger than the last, especially on Bad Girls Club. What can I do next that's bigger than what the girls have ever done in the last season? What can I do now that the audience have never seen? What can I do now that will keep me that will keep people talking about me for the rest of their lives? You know, it's like an attention contest. It's like, who's the biggest attention whore? Who can do what to get the biggest reaction out of people? And it's just not good, you know. It's not good to watch. It's not good to be doing, and it's not good to participate in, honestly. And had I been the age that I am now, growing up in the 2000s, or growing up in the 20th century, the 21st century, I can guarantee you that I would not be supporting the shows that I supported when I was growing up. I mean, from Bad Girls Club to Basketball Wives to Jersey Shore. It's just always the same thing. It was always fights. It was always throwing drinks. It was always, you know, oh, I'm the baddest bitch. You can't talk to me. You're ugly. You're fat. You're this. You're broke. And, you know, in reality, a lot of these women were just fucking men to get what they wanted. They weren't even working. And that's the funny thing, because you start to see little girls who watch these people, who want to get to where these people are, who want to get on their level. They start to embody these women, and they start to pick up their characteristics, because they start to think that they need to do this to get to a certain place, as I've already said. And it's just not really like that. So in my opinion, I just really feel like reality TV should really be monitored. Like, if you have a child who watches TV and you don't really see what they're watching, I think that you should really make sure that this is something that's first age appropriate, and second, make sure that this is something that they even need to be watching. Why is an 11-year-old child watching Basketball Wives? Why is an 11-year-old child watching, you know, all these other reality TV shows, Bad Girls Club, Love and Hip Hop? Like, why is an 11-year-old child watching these shows that are about grown people trying to find their footing, grown people trying to make their way in these cities, make their way in these states, make their way in these places, you know, being able to make a name for themselves by having to do the most craziest things, by having to do things that they wouldn't normally do? And, you know, you start to see that after watching reality TV for so long, it's literally the same old regurgitated mess, the same old thing that's already been done, and it's just really old, and it's a waste of time. So to all of my subscribers watching this video, I suggest that if you're going to continue to consume reality TV, just make sure that you're aware of what you're putting into your body, because a lot of that negativity can start to creep up on you and can start to affect your life and impact your life negatively. So that's really all that I have to say. I don't want to make this video too long. I really wanted to keep it short and sweet and to the point. You know, reality TV, I'm just not really a fan of it anymore. I really just stopped watching it. But I still will watch a little bit of it every here and there, because I'm not gonna lie and say that it didn't entertain me. But I know how to filter out certain things, and I know how to take certain things out of my mind that just don't need to be there. Like if I see people fighting and arguing and all that stuff on TV, I can watch the clip and then, you know, it can just be gone out of my mind right after that. I don't have to keep worrying about it. But as a child, being able to just let it go through one ear and come out the other wasn't always that easy, because I just remember it going through one ear and then me wanting to portray these people because I associated their extraness and them just doing what they have to do to keep their spot sealed for the next season with success. And there's a very fine line in between that. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great evening, great afternoon, whatever time zone is for you. I hope you're doing great. And you know, if you guys ever want to reach out to me, my DMs are always open. I have my social medias listed down in the link below, so do check the description box. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I will see you soon. Peace out.